Okay, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I am here now. I was. Oh, wait, hold on one sec. All right, now we're good for real, though. Now we got Ben Mose at quarterback for Baltimore. Now it seems that they're trying a little quarterback change for the most part. Um, Judging from their last win last week, who did they face again? I streamed like 3-2 games, so I'm not entirely sure who they face exactly. Was it Carolina? Yeah, it was Carolina. And Jackson and Jaguars coming off of a huge win against the Patriots. So both teams are looking to secure their 2-0 spot. Knox are completely stealing the LOS pass from the outside receiver, stealing it from Jay, I think. That's who was there. You know, we love it. Such a selfless teammate. I'm just kidding. It's just a one-off pass, and it wasn't really that bad. So I guess it will have to do for now. But either way, though, going to be incomplete pass there on the right side, on the left side. Going to be just a tad bit overthrown. Here we go. Going to be a catch there for Noxter. Not going to quite make it to the first down, though. Only going to get about a gain of 4 or 3. And here we go. Benmos going to be trying to look around and see if he can find a first down here. It is a 4th and 5. It's not impossible, given their field position, and he hasn't really been too overwhelmed from this Jacksonville defensive line. And it looks like they're going to easily get it with Jaden. So yeah, great play from him. And it's going to be to YZ on the LOS. Going to get almost 10 yards on that play. And so far, Baltimore is starting to cook. It's just starting to just chew off Baltimore by 1, and Noxter going to be the one to punch it in the end zone on the out route. And that's going to be a very easy touchdown for Noxter to open this game. Noxter is, if you know anything from that Baltimore and Carolina game, Noxter is probably going to be the most formidable wide receiver that Baltimore has. And for very good reason as well. Again, they're a team you definitely do not want to take lightly. I don't know if they're the favorites yet, but because at the end of the day, sorry, it's only week 2, and honestly, teams can change in a lot of different ways. So it's very difficult to tell where this team will, or where both of these teams will be week 10, or even in playoffs for that matter. But right now, let's see if Jacksonville can try to answer back with a score of their own. Not going to quite get there with that play. It seems that it was a bit of a misfired pass. Either that or it just went right through the wide receiver for no reason. I don't know. Either way, though, Jacksonville, let's see if they can try to fire back here. RC playing really close to the Baltimore defensive line, but is going to get the pass, but unfortunately, it's just going to be overthrown. I believe Ballhawk was the intended target, whatever his username is. And now RCMXY getting really close to those Baltimore defensive ends, but is going to be able to find DPT Matt wide open on the right fold. So far, Jacksonville able to escape a very close call there. Could have been a 3-and-out if that was incomplete. You do not want to have that kind of start against Jacksonville of all teams, or against either of these teams. So let's see if Jacksonville can keep it up. We got RC looking to find DPT Matt again. Is going to easily get the first down thanks to that catch. So far, things are looking very, very beautifully for them. And RC going to be backed up quite a bit here. He's going to try to find it deep to Ballhawk, but not going to quite get there. Just going to be a little bit overthrown. Either that or it's just a little bit misplaced. I don't know. But either way, though, here we go. RC gonna try to find someone deep there. Not gonna find it. He seems to be overthrowing a lot of passes like these on the deep end. I mean, I guess it's better to overthrow it than getting it picked off. So I guess it's doing something right. And noob, literally the name of it, and it's going to easily get the pass there. Thankfully, noob was able to react a little bit faster than the Baltimore defender there on the deep. Yeah, noob able to get the jump on it just barely before the Baltimore defender. I mean, that was really good coverage from Baltimore, but it just comes down to those micro sort of plays like speed. But yeah, either way, it's going to be tied 7v7 at the moment. So it looks like it's going to be a relatively honest game of Football Legends at the moment, for better or worse. YZ going to get it on the check down, but not going to get very far. Only about a modest 5 yards. Maybe. So far, here we go. Benmos. Let's see if he can find. Oh my gosh, he finds Nogster wide open around the midfold. So far, this is where things could get pretty interesting. I mean, if you're Baltimore or Jacksonville, you've got to keep the offense going because, you know, again, I keep saying it before and I'll keep saying it, that this is a very offensive favored meta. But, I mean, it's not entirely 100% brain dead free because one mistake can still just kind of cost you just because of how easy it is to score and throw interceptions. But thankfully, that one was not an interception. Zenko going to be able to attack the ball and make sure to catch it. So far, this has been pretty decent coverage on both teams here, for the most part, with the exception of a few plays. Here we go, Nogster going to try to dive in the end zone. Just doesn't have the distance quite yet, though. But if they try that play again, he might be able to make it if he can catch it. But it seems that this Jacksonville defense is going to be ready for it. Keeping a big eye on Nogster, sorry. Oh, and they tried the 60 power trick, and it's going to work. Nogster is still able to get it anyway. And that is a huge play there that Baltimore just used to be able to get the touchdown. I butchered that so hard because I just said Nocturne and I'm like that's League of Legends, dude. That's not gosh dang. I mean, I might as well call him Nocturne because he's a nightmare he's a nightmare to cover probably for this Jacksonville defense. And, you know, Nocturne's in the lore as a nightmare demon. I don't know. We're just going to go to Jacksonville defense, or Jacksonville offense here. RCMXY. Let's see if he can try to look around here. He's getting a lot of pressure from this Baltimore defensive end, but he's going to find RCJJ. And just like that, after one play, that is a touchdown. What on earth was that coverage from Baltimore? It seems that they just weren't expecting it at all. And yeah, that was probably that. I mean, I'm going to say that touchdown could not have been any easier if you're Jacksonville. I mean, credit where it's due. It was a very good play. I mean, very good throw from RC, but that is just a very, very bad blown coverage there. I wonder if it was a miscommunication on that end. But either way, though, it's going to be right back into Baltimore's hand, or the ball will be, I mean. But let's see if Benmos can try to maintain the lead if they can. Keep in mind though, Ravens did get the ball first at the start of the game, so they won't get the ball first at the second half. So Jacksonville will have an advantage if the score is even. And speaking of which, Zenko going to get it almost immediately after Jacksonville just scored, and I have a feeling this is going to be a shootout game. I mean, unless they start locking in on defense further forward, I feel like this is going to be like a 80-point scoring game at this point. Probably even greater than that. The kick will be no good though, so again, it will only be a 6-point lead. So this does open the door for Jacksonville to tie it up. Is there no volume? No? VNL, I think your audio is just being weird. Vito, RCMXY. Gonna be backed up quite a bit here. Gonna get tackled. Is able to get the throw, but tragically it is going to be incomplete. And that will be the end of the first quarter. But yeah, I think my sound is on. It should be. Ref is in game. Yes, he is in the game, I think. I hope he is. Gonna be caught by Matt there, I believe. For a 39-yard gain, if I am not mistaken. But let's see, RCMXY. I mean, these Baltimore defensive ends are certainly getting to RCMXY. Definitely influencing his decisions here, and it looks like it's going to be a toss-up, and it's going to be caught by RC Tavion. And just like that, Jacksonville is just able to keep tying it up over and over and over again. Sorry, I had to do something real quick. But, man, dude. What's game code I want to watch with ball cam? I'm not allowed to give that. I am not allowed to give anyone game code, sorry. But either way, though, Zenko going to be the one to return it. And here we go, Benmos going to find the check down to RYY. Is that like an acronym or something, or is it just those 3 letters? I don't know. But Benmos going to be looking around. Oh no, it's going to be interception there by RC. I'm just going to call him D-Dot. And it was a dot right to him, unfortunately. I mean, again, that's just a rare misplay from this Ravens offense, and you just can't have those kind of mistakes, especially when Jacksonville has a 1-point lead. I forgot to mention that because I was looking at chat, so I couldn't really see it. But either way, though, oh, what? What in the world happened? Did the game like glitch? I have no idea what happened. But either way, it's going to be 2nd and 15. It's going to be a game calling. Oh my goodness, dude. RCJJ just wide open down the field. I don't know how that even happens. Right now, Ravens are starting to fall apart into this game slowly, and I don't think it's going to get any easier, especially if it gets to the second half. But I mean, again, there's 4 minutes left, so there is still plenty of time for Baltimore to catch up if they can still keep scoring. But oh man, that's a rough chain of events to go through if you're any team. Let's see if Bedmos and this Baltimore offense can lock in and tighten up. Knoxter going to avoid a couple defenders before finally going down for a 47-yard gain. I mean, again, Knoxter looking like a complete nightmare for the Jacksonville defense to try and cover properly. But either way, though, even if you do try to keep Noxer in check, I mean, Baltimore has just so many good weapons you have to keep in check as well. So it's not just Noxer you have to worry about. And it's just, I mean, how much resources can you put into covering Noxter where it would just, without trying to detriment yourself everywhere else? And honestly, I think this is where Jacksonville is starting to struggle a little bit on that. But let's see if they can beat it. Oh no, Benmo's fumbled. Oh my goodness, D-Dot able to recover the fumble as well. D-Dot becoming a massive turnover machine. I mean, that is just really unfortunate if you're Baltimore. I mean, again, that was just a miscommunication on the first interception, and now a fumble. I mean, I guess the only silver lining is that maybe you can get a safety here if you're Baltimore, but because this Baltimore defensive ends have been getting to RCMXY pretty well, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. The Baltimore defensive ends were just not in a good position whatsoever to sack him. I don't really know what 76 is doing. So I don't know why he's lining up in the center, because that just gives him a free lane left side every time. Yeah, I don't know what 76 is doing on the Baltimore defensive ends here. But either way, though, RCMXY gonna try to find deep to RCJJ, and he's gonna get it. What an absolute dot from RCMXY. Oh gosh, I'm voice cracking a lot here, but either way, though, it's gonna probably have to throw it out. So very good decision by RCMXY. Just trying not to force any bad throws if he can. I mean, I say that as he threw it in double coverage, technically, like almost right after. But Noob somehow able to just freely walk into the end zone after that catch. What on earth is this Baltimore defense trying to do, man? Ugh. Like, I don't know what happened with this Jacksonville offense, but they are absolutely slicing and dicing this Baltimore defense. Wait. I mean, sorry, I can't speak right now. I know it doesn't help that Baltimore had 7 on that play, I believe, but still, having a 2-scoring lead in the second quarter, especially when you don't get the ball at the second half, that's not an easy look to... Oh, he was sacked while he threw it, so it was incomplete. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But man, unforgotten RZ going to be the one to hopefully get the kick return here. Going to be good for about a couple yards, but right now, I mean, if you're Baltimore, I don't really know what you have to do here. You got to find a way to get some momentum back, because those are 2 devastating turnovers that just aren't really well timed. And here we go. Going to be the Noxter. He has a wide open lane, and he's just going to freely get a touchdown on the first play of the drive. Unbelievable. Benmo's able to find his number 1 receiver, Noxter. I guess there's a reason why I accidentally called him Nocturne, because what in the world? Jacksonville just has a lot of trouble trying to cover him. Here we go. RC, MXY. Let's see if he can try to extend the lead. And he's going to be on pace to do that with a very good pass to RCJJ on the right fold. But let's see if Jacksonville can keep the momentum going. If Baltimore can get a turnover here, though, that would be very, very huge. But it looks like it's not going to be that on this play, at least, because Noob is going to be the one to get it on the left fold. And here we go. RCMXY on pace to get another touchdown for Jacksonville to continue making this a two-scoring game. But let's see. It's going to be back to quite a bit here. Okay, somehow, some way, that was overthrown just a little bit. And RCMXY tried to play a little too close to the Baltimore defensive ends, and he gets punished for it instantly. I mean, so far, this has not been looking good if you are Jacksonville, but thankfully, RC Tavion going to be the one to catch it on the 2v1. 2v1 toss-up, I mean. It was a heck of a play, so I will give credit where it's due, but at the same time, you did give Baltimore a lot of time to be able to score here to prevent any potential double dipping from this Jacksonville offense. I think if Jacksonville can maybe score here right at halftime, it can maybe minimize the damage that Jacksonville can do. But we'll see. Let's see how Baltimore responds here. King 2 exclusive, going to lag quite a bit. Probably will be a lag warning at some point for that. But here we go, Jaden. Gonna be the Baltimore quarterback for right now. And RYY going to be there. I guess they're trying a quick quarterback change for whatever reason. And Jaden, it seems that Baltimore is getting thrown into disarray here. Apparently for right now, someone's AFK, and I think is it Nogster that's AFK or is it someone else? Okay, I think it's someone else. But looks like he's going to try to toss up to Nogster. I don't know if that's a good call, but we'll see. Well, Nogster did catch it, so kinda. It was kind of a good call. Maybe he threw it a little bit too high, though, which allowed Nogster to get popped. And what in the world is that pass? He's like throwing it way too high, man. Thankfully, Nogster is going to be able to catch it despite being in a 2v3. And there you go. So far, Nogster able to keep this drive alive. For this Baltimore offense, I have no idea what in the world. I don't really know the purpose of the quarterback switch. Is Ben Most just lagging or something? I have no clue what's happening. And Jaden going to have to make a throw here to really anyone. And looks like he's going to try to decide to toss it up. This will probably be the last play of the game. Oh, maybe not. It is one play left. Only one play left. But let's see if they can get it. And looks like it's going to be a 2v2 toss. But I think it's just a little bit overthrown. And that's going to be halftime. That is not ideal at all if you're Baltimore. I have no idea where Benmos went. Like, did someone break into his house? I have no idea. What on earth is happening with this Baltimore team? It seems that Baltimore is having a little bit of quarterback problems at the moment. I don't really know where Benmos went. But either way, Baltimore's going to have to keep playing. Otherwise, it is a forfeit. Maybe Baltimore can play clock, maybe buy some time. But let's see if they can be able to do that. Or see JJ going to be able to catch it, but unfortunately gets popped. Right, in doing so it's going to be a 3rd and 15. So it looks like RCMXY can't afford any mistakes here. And thankfully they don't. Roy going to be the one to make a 23-yard catch there. I think that's his first catch of the game as well. Sorry, Roy. Guess you haven't gotten much coverage lately. But Either way, Roy gonna be the one to get it again. There you go. There's the spur. There's the spark for Roy so far into this game. But yeah, without Baltimore starting quarterback, it seems that Baltimore's going to be really struggling here further and further out. I have no idea what happened to Benmos. But either way, though, going to be overthrown. Or I don't even know if that's overthrown. It's just it looks like it's going to be another toss-up. Going to be a touchdown pass to RCJJ. And just like that, Jacksonville is starting to run away with this game. I am also wondering that as well. What in the world happened to Benmos? It seems very unusual for him to disappear like that. Especially when their team had a fighting chance, but either way, I just don't have any words for that. Like, you'd think I do, but I really don't. Let's see, though, Jaden. At some point, though, they are going to have to try to rally here. And, oh, Jaden's going to get sacked immediately. RCMXY going to be the one to... Hold on. Sorry, RCMXY going to be the one to get the fumble. And so far, this game is just slowly slipping away from Baltimore. I mean, this is just a self-implosion of this Baltimore team due to Benmos just randomly disappearing. I mean, again, that might be the storyline for this Baltimore team in week 2. Where the heck Benmos went? Or Benmos. Like, was he lagging? Did he lag out? Did something happen? I think that's going to cause a lot of media to spiral into confusion. What in the world happened? But either way, though, I mean, I don't know what Baltimore can really do here. This is... this is not a situation you want to be in if you're Baltimore at all. Roy going to be the one to get a touchdown, though, but I don't know how Baltimore can really climb back from this. I mean, what looked like a very close game to Baltimore randomly disappearing, or Benmos specifically. Oh, and it looks like it's a forfeit. That quickly. I could try to get stats if I can. But yeah, that was a very mysterious, that's going to be a very mysterious storyline, already in week 2. Yeah, what in the world happened to Benmos? Did he just quit? Did he lag out? I wouldn't be surprised if, a lot of the media channels in CFL Discord server make stories about this, because that is really interesting. I don't really know what to say. I have no idea what happened. Hi. But yeah, I don't have an explanation for that. Yep, the ref is there. He's got the whistle and everything. He's ready. But yeah. I feel like a lot of media channels are gonna make a story about this. They're definitely very, very confused on what looked like a very winnable game for Baltimore. It ended up just not happening because Benmos just randomly disappeared. I don't have an explanation for that. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what happened. That's very that's not normal. That is definitely far from normal for a team like this. But yeah, I mean, thank you guys for watching though. It was really fun. Benmos had another game. Oh, he didn't care enough. I mean, I guess since they're 1-0, it's not that bad because it's week 2, but ew, man, that's not a great look. Not a great look if you are not a great look for Benmos though, if I'm being honest. You can't quit on the team like that, especially when it's a very winnable game. But to each of their own. But yeah, yes, playoffs for a different game, I think. I mean, I guess, but but that was really weird though. But yeah, I don't really have much else to really say. I mean, as fun as it is watching, but I guess I do have to end the stream here at some point. Yeah, they well, how is that blacklisted? I don't know. But either way, though, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.